What's up, guys? We're looking at modern relationships and why they're crumbling under the weight of competition. Let's get into it.
A man will never be able to stay in a relationship with a woman who is in secret competition with him. When a man finds himself with a partner like this, he finds himself constantly being tested for jealousy, not being able to share his vulnerabilities for fear that they'll be used against him, not being celebrated when he accomplishes something in his life, but instead being berated for all the things that he's doing wrong, and feeling like there always has to be a winner in an argument. It's no longer collaborative and it's no longer a team effort. Ironically, men find these to be the hardest relationships to leave as they find themselves addicted to proving their worth in the relationship.
Yeah, she's right, because relationships are no longer partnerships or battlegrounds. The feminist push for equality morphed into this outright competition where men are emasculated, ridiculed, and emotionally manipulated. And as for vulnerability, just forget it, because that's going to be weaponized against you the moment you open up. And women like this don't want love, they want control. Men stay trapped trying to prove their worth, and guess what? You're never going to win at that game. Divorce laws, alimony, child support, they're guaranteed to get the last laugh. And if you're with someone who treats you like a rival, leave.
Your man might be envious of you. That was on like the super viral video I just saw the other day, and I didn't save it, and I just looked for it and I couldn't find it, but it had like a million likes. This is interesting because I've thought about this for years since marrying my Italian husband, but he was the first relationship that I don't compete with. Like, he doesn't compete with me and I don't compete with him in a sense of like anything, like nothing, like not career, not money, not who's better at this, there's no competitiveness. And this was new to me, and it took me years to realize that every other male relationship, not my dad or anything, but like dating relationship or even coworker or whatever, there's always some sort of competitiveness. And I see it all the time, like women constantly competing with their man, whether it's like I want to make more money than him, or I want to be stronger than him, or I want to be this, and that men also do this to women. Now, my husband is obviously not all Italian men. I can't speak for all Italian men by any sense, but from the men that I know, they also don't seem that they would ever like compete with a woman. Like maybe a man competes with a man, and yes, maybe the women compete with women in some sort of way, psychologically or whatever. But there seems to be this thing, which is quite nice, that like spouses wouldn't compete. A man isn't trying to outdo his wife, but at the same time, like the wife's not trying to outdo the man. But like here in America, I see this all the time, don't you guys? And I'm just pointing it out because I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's good. But like our culture kind of promotes it, like that we should be competing, like we should have all the money and be the strongest, even like against our spouse.
Yep. 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 Mm-hmm.
So now we're blaming culture for women competing with men. I mean, it's not culture, it's entitlement wrapped in feminism. I mean, women are told they can have it all and then some. And instead of collaboration, it's a power struggle. And let's talk about Italy. Italian men don't compete with their women. No shit. You're going to find that in a lot of countries outside the US. But tell me how that's working out for Italian marriages, because I'm willing to bet that the stats are much better than here. Competition isn't just unhealthy, it's a societal cancer. American women need to stop confusing equality with superiority. And competing with your man only guarantees one thing, is mutual misery.
That's great. Did you hear about what happened to me? I did that too. Oh, I did that last year. There's nothing worse than consistently competing for validation in your relationship because the person doesn't want to just sit down and hear you, validate you, give you the love and passion that you need, and then eventually talk about their own life. When you're consistently talking about things that you are happy or excited about in your own life, and you are met with the response of, they just validate their own life and tell you a story about them that was incredibly great to them, it just pisses you off and frustrates you because it reaches a point where you don't want to share anymore because every time you share, you know the answer you're going to get.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These facts are not facts.
Yeah, validation wars in a relationship is classic symptom of narcissism. It's not enough that you're sharing your wins, it's that she's got to one up you every time. It's like, why does this happen? Is because modern feminism has fostered a mindset that men's achievements are threatening. So, ladies, here's a reality check. It's constantly turning the spotlight back on yourself screams insecurity and not empowerment. And guys, don't tolerate this nonsense because relationships are supposed to be about mutual respect and admiration. And if she can't support your success without overshadowing it with her own damn ego, then it's time to find someone who will.
One of the biggest relationship destroyers nowadays, that's what I've noticed, that's what I've observed in my own experience and others, is competition. When a woman competes with a man and men start competing with a woman, and instead of creating something one and whole, they slowly separating and breaking the connection that was forced in place, and it slowly deteriorates love, respect, and everything. I think nowadays is one of the biggest problem that couples need to be aware of what is going on, and maybe start acting differently if their ego and their shadow will allow it.
I like this one.
Competition is a relationship killer. I couldn't agree more. And this is largely driven by modern women's inflated sense of entitlement. The feminist movement didn't empower women, it just inflated their egos to the point where collaboration became impossible. And that's not just in relationships, that seems to be everywhere now. But relationships thrive on unity and not division. And as long as women keep chasing this boss babe fantasy, love and respect is going to remain the casualty of their ego wars.
Listen, if you're in a relationship, stop being in competition with each other. Nothing kills love, passion, connection than you lay next to somebody that wants to be better than you. And I get it. Modern relationships is very different than traditional relationships. Like, women are working more, they're more in careers and higher positions and things of that nature, right? But please keep that shit in your office. Keep that shit in your cubicle. Keep it over there. Don't bring that into your bedroom. Don't bring that into your relationship. Don't bring that into your home. You shouldn't be thinking about being better than your man. You should be thinking about being better than your woman. Y'all should be together as a unit. Your success is their success. And that's how it is. And their success is your success. Once it stop being like that, you're no longer in love. You're in competition. And that's what's happening with modern relationships, man. It's like the women want to be better than the men, and the men want to be better than the women. And I don't know what, it should never be like that.
Gotta harness in the good energy, block out the bad.
Keep that shit in your cubicle is probably the most honest advice ever given in competition of a relationship. I mean, women entering the workforce wasn't the problem. It's bringing that competitive mindset home was. Modern relationships are falling apart because women don't want partners. They just want an adversary. And the idea that your success is your partner's success, that's gone. It's replaced by ego-fueled rivalries. So guys, if you're dealing with a woman who measures her worth by how much she can outdo you, run. I mean, run as fast as you can. I mean, relationships are about building together, not tearing each other down. Modern dating's broken because people forgot that love isn't a scoreboard. And well, guys, modern relationships a disaster thanks to the competition, feminist ideology, and societal brainwashing. Men are emasculated, women are ego-driven, and love has just been replaced by rivalry. The solution is for guys to protect their peace. Walk away from competitive partners, embrace going your own way, or seek traditional values abroad. Otherwise, just stop playing a rigged game and just reclaim your happiness. Well, guys, that's a short one today. But if you like what you've seen, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drop me a comment down below what you think, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.